Let's listen to another SikhNet story. They're really cool.
The secret to all happiness and success. And the story continues. I see you found my secret to happiness and success.
My dear man, I don't get it. Why did you put so many diamonds and jewels and all that beautiful gold on this little diary?
That's not it. That's no little diary. Jagjit's eyes softened once he saw how confused his friend was. Listen, my beloved friend. What you hold in your hand is an incredible secret. I haven't told anyone. In that book, he said warmly, I've written down some very specific things.
They seem random to me. I mean, will you explain that to me, please?
Well, my friend, I wrote down 2 things. Number 1, I wrote down every single time in my life someone did something kind to me. He said proudly, as if that one statement made everything in the world suddenly better. Narayan Gupta thought for a second, and then said,
I'm not sure if I could fill a book with things people did that were kind to me.
He gave her a mischievous smile. You would be surprised. If you really paid attention, you would realize that there is a lot more kindness in this world than you think. As Narayan held the book in her hands, she felt a flutter of hope in her heart. She started to think there actually might be some magic on these pages.
Okay, well, what was the second thing you wrote down?
Jagjit stood up straight and said with a radiant and totally satisfied smile, I wrote down every time I honestly feel good. The room echoed with a purity of his cheerfulness. Every time I honestly feel good.
So, you're telling me that all you did was write down every time someone did something kind for you? And every time you felt honestly good? It seems so simple.
This universe we live in is simple, my friend. I have never been sad for too long in my life. Whenever I feel bad, I just read from this book. It reminds me of everything that makes me feel good and all the kind things that people have done for me. How could I ever stay sad? She interjected.
But Jagjit, some people have really tough lives. What if no one is ever kind to them and they never feel good?
Jagjit paused and got a really deep look in his eyes. And then he said, even they might be surprised if they wrote it all down. They might find that they didn't realize how much kindness people really give them. Certainly, I will give them kindness. Narayan felt honestly good when her friend had said that. She just let that feeling sit in her heart until she thought of another question.
It's a beautiful and wonderful idea. Just tell me why you put so much gold and diamonds on the cover of this book. It must be worth a fortune.
Jagjit sat down next to his good friend, and he kindly looked her in the eyes. Kindness is the real wealth. It is more valuable than anything I own. All this gold and jewels will stay here on the earth when I leave this body of mine. Kindness, my friend, that I will take with me. The room seemed to fill with light. See, this little book reminds me of all the kindness, and then I'm full of kindness. And then people trust me. And that's why I've become wealthy in this world. It's also why I have so many friends. And this book also reminds me of what makes me feel good. And then I'm full of goodness. And I want to share with everybody. And it's because I'm full of goodness that I know what I want and I know who I am. And that is why I'm totally satisfied with my life. This little book is truly the secret to all happiness and success. Well, just then, Narayan remembered something kind someone did for her just that day.
Actually, just today I was trying to drive to your house. I asked someone for directions, and the gentleman who gave me directions was so kind. He took 10 minutes to explain how to get here. He really wanted to make sure I didn't get lost, and he went out of his way when he didn't really have to. I have to say, it was kind. I felt good when he did that. I feel good again just thinking of it right now.
Jagjit pulled another book from under the altar. It was totally plain on the outside, and all the pages were blank. Narayan, it's not hard. Try it. Go ahead, my friend. Write down what he did for you. Write down how it made you feel. You can use this book.
Wow, Jagjit, thank you so much. I guess it can't hurt. It's funny. Now that we're on the subject, Jagjit, giving me the book was very kind of you. Oh, I'm gonna write that one down right now.
She was gleaming in celebration of the kindness of her friend. Then she got a smirk on her face.
This book doesn't have gold and diamonds on it.
He gave her a most confident look in the eye and said, Not yet, my friend, but you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Well, folks, let me ask you a question. Can you think of the last time someone did something kind for you? If you can, clap your hands. Do you remember the last time that you felt honestly good? Well, if you can, laugh out loud. Go ahead, laugh. And that is the secret to all success and happiness.
I really liked that story. Did you? What was your favorite part of the story? I can read these stories by myself from the SikhNet storybook. You can get one too.